Welcome back. So today is going to be an update on how the photo shoot prep is going and the reality of it behind the scenes. But before we start, I went to the shop today and I found something and I wasn't supposed to find it, so it's been a very nice surprise. I've just finished doing all of my client onboardings for the morning for new clients that have come on, and content and emails and all the rest of it. So I'm just about to head off and go and train legs for the first time properly since hurting my back, and I found this. The blue Hawaiian monster. I've been wanting to try it for fucking ages, and nowhere in the UK really does it unless you get it shipped in from like TikTok shops. So I don't know where they've got it from, but it was the last one on the shelf. And I'm going to do a little bit of a review for you because I haven't tried this one yet. I don't even know what flavour it's supposed to be. If it's Hawaiian, I can only assume it's some form of like pineapple, maybe. I don't know if it says anything. Whether you're in beast mode, vacay mode, or just chilling island style, the Ultra Blue Hawaiian will fire you up. It's super easy to drink. Blue Hawaiian in a combo of exotic Polynesian fruit flavours that are big on... Okay, cool. So it's like Polynesian fruit, whatever that is. So we're going to give this a try. Here we are. Shit. Oh. Oh yeah. Alright, let's give it a go. Ooh. Oh fuck, that's good. That is like... That's like a, it's like a pineapple-y... I mean, I know they do like a golden one that's pineapple, but this is different, man. This is wow, this is good. Yeah, it's like a really sweet sort of pineapple. I think that might actually... Big statement, but I think that might actually be the best one. Wow, that might be my favourite one. Oh, they've nailed that. They have fucking nailed that, man. Wow. Oh, fuck me. That's like crack. Wow. I'm going to have to drink this slowly. I can't... It tastes a little bit like... It's like I said, it's like pineapple-y, but it's got... It tastes a little bit like Sour Patch Kids as well. You can, wow, yeah, that's really good, man. Oh well, I'm gonna have to savour this because they don't really do them in the UK, so I might have to go and see if they've got any more coming through. But wow, that's 10 out of 10, man. Unbelievable. Yeah, I actually think that might be my new favourite one. It's definitely up there. It's definitely like top 2, top 3, 1,000,000%. That's unreal. Anyways, I've got my 2 squares bars as well. So all blue today, and I'm gonna go and trim my legs. And I will show you the adjusted session. Right, so welcome back. It's actually the day after. Fucking hectic day yesterday. Wanted to get more recorded, but just didn't end up doing it. There was a lot of work to do yesterday, and I ended up being in the gym till very, very late. Had a shift at the gym and stuff like that. So thought I would just give you a bit of an update. I'm going to overlay the training over the top of this video. And let you know how everything's been going on this prep. So, first of all, obviously I mentioned it in the last video, I've got a bulging disc on my lower back, which it's getting better. It is definitely getting better, but it's still painful. Now, because of the nature of the actual injury in itself, I can still train little bits, but I can't train the way that I normally would. So for legs, that you'll see obviously overlaying over the top of the video right now, I can do leg extensions, but I can only do them in the bottom half of the movement, or like the 2/3 of the movement. So I can go down, get a stretch on the quads a little bit, build that tension, and then I can't lock out fully at the top. Then I've got lion leg curls, which I completely forgot to record because somebody started talking to us and distracted us completely. Obviously did my biceps and triceps as well. Now even things like the behind the body curls, I can't do them because I can't put any pressure on my spine, and I don't really want to put any pressure on it by doing your regular sort of easy bar tricep extensions, which is my favourite to do. So a little bit sad that I can't do that for the rest of the prep because that's one of my favourite exercises in the world. So I'm just doing the cable crossbody tricep extension because obviously the weight's a lot lighter, and it's not as sort of bad on the back. So, and then that's the crack. Oh yeah, and then I can obviously do calf raises, and I can do a little bit of adductor and abductor as well. So you'll see both of those in there because naturally with me just doing my leg curls and leg extensions, I'm only hitting quads and hamstrings. I'm not going to be hitting the glutes or the adductors or anything. So yeah, just going to get loads of isolation work in. Again, I've had to take weight off pretty much everything apart from the leg extension, which I was still doing a full slack on, sort of flex. And yeah, that's pretty much it with the training side of stuff. Like, I'm pretty sure I've already gone through the previous video with me having to do all the chest support and stuff. So yeah, that's what my leg days and my upper body is are all looking like now. So there's the training stuff covered. When it comes to the actual diet side of stuff, I'm still waiting for it to get difficult, man. Still waiting for it to get difficult. Like, I'm 163 this morning on the scales. I was 197 when I started. So this morning was another low weigh-in. Like, it's just still dropping off, like it's fucking falling off. Obviously I look a lot better. It was 4 weeks yesterday that the shoot day is, so I'm exactly where I need to be, if not a little bit further along. I've got an off-plan meal coming up on Saturday, and then I'm just back to grinding for pretty much the 3 weeks after that. So yeah, cardio is probably going to get increased a little bit towards the end, I would imagine, but we'll see. I'm currently doing 2 30-minute Stairmaster sessions a week, one of which I will be doing today, and then I've got another one that I'll be doing tomorrow. And then my training day food is 2450, rest day food is 2050, and I'm doing around 10 to 15k steps, just depending on, you know, how busy work is. Generally, if I'm doing a lot of stuff on the feet, like today is probably going to be quite a heavy day on the feet, because I'm in the gym all day. So it's honestly not been as difficult as I thought it would be. And I think the biggest thing that I've noticed is that during these photo shoot preps, if you just manage, 1, your expectations, and 2, manage stress, then pretty much the entire fucking thing is a breeze. Like, obviously there's the thing around that I've spoken about in videos before, you know, volumizing food, making sure that you're having lots and lots of good quality food, you know, eating at certain points of the day, plenty of fiber, plenty of protein, all the rest of it, and everything else in between. Well, then you're going to be totally fine. Like, it's honestly not that big of a deal. It's just whether you're willing to give up 19 to 20 weeks. I mean, don't get me wrong, there's days where I felt a little bit tested every now and then, but I expected it to be a lot worse. And realistically, what it all comes down to is just you being able to say no to things that are going to take you away from your goal, and you also being prepared for the fact that some days you are going to wake up and you are going to be a little bit hungry in the morning, but as long as you stick to your food and you stick to the plan and you don't emotionally react, then that hunger will dissipate over the course of the day. And if you eat a little bit closer to bed, you're going to be totally fine. Manage your sleep the best that you possibly can, and just accept that if you are trying to work towards an extreme goal of fat loss, you're going to have to say no to some social occasions, and you're going to have to not drink, and you're going to have to not go out for dessert and stuff like that. That's a sacrifice that I knew that I was going to have to make going into this, and it's one that I'm still willing to make. I've only got another 3.5 weeks left. Sorry. Yeah, fucking hell, yeah. So I know it was actually 5 weeks yesterday for the photo shoot day. 4 weeks will be the actual fat loss, and the rest of it will be peak week after that. That's what I was trying to say. So, you know, I've still got another 4.5 weeks technically of this whole thing, and then I'm done. That doesn't feel like a very long time away whatsoever. It feels like it's actually a pretty easy. It just, I don't know. I can't describe it to you. I mean, when you tick all the boxes and you just do what your coach tells you to do. Yes, sometimes I've had spikes in weight. Yes, sometimes I've woke up and I've felt things have felt a bit difficult, but I feel fine. The only thing that I would really say that I've noticed since I've done the prep is that I've felt, you know, a bit more tired recently, especially the last like week or two. But I've been dieting for a long time now, so it's completely normal. Like right now, I don't feel amazing. I feel tired. I feel like I would love to just have an extra couple of meals today. Not because I'm hungry, just because I'm fucking low on energy. But sleep was like decent enough last night, and again, I'm just accepting that I'm going to feel fucking tired for the next couple of weeks. I'm probably going to feel like shit after I've done my cardio later on, but again, it's all part of the process. It's nowhere near as bad as I was expecting it to be. So if you are somebody who is debating doing a photo shoot, if you're watching this, I can only assume you are like somewhat interested in fitness. Whether that's going to be doing a photo shoot with myself or a different coach, you know, because obviously I can't see who you are, so whether it's going to be with you doing it with a different coach or myself or whoever it might be, or even just trying it yourself, like just trying some sort of fat loss phase yourself, it's honestly not that fucking hard. Like, it's such a privilege as well to be able to be in a position where we have our body fat high enough to the point where we can intentionally diet and you know, we're literally sitting there weighing out per gram of food. You know, oh, I want to have 150 grams of this and 50 and 100 grams. Like, that's such a fucking privilege, man. Such a privilege. Like, we're literally choosing the amount of grams of food that we're having in order to work towards a goal that is originally needed because we've been able to have an excess of food. Whether it's been through doing it intentionally, through like doing some sort of bulk or improvement phase like ours, or whether it's just through the fact that you've maybe not been exercising and been over consuming the calories for a while and you've got a higher body fat than you would like to have. Whatever it might be, it's such a privileged thing to be able to do. Like, you go to somebody in a country where there's poverty, and I'm talking, by the way, like 70% of the world, 75% of the world could not do what we do in terms of dieting and food, and they don't have the availability. Go and tell somebody like that you're currently moaning about intentionally eating less food. Because I mean, don't get me wrong, I know it might not make the hunger go away, but like, it's such a privileged position to be in, and that's the lens that I always try and look at it through. And this is also a choice to be doing something like this, to, you know, to be putting myself on this diet right now. Nobody's forcing me to do it. Yes, my coach is keeping me accountable, not that he's really had to, not exactly as if I've told him that I've gone off plan or anything, because I haven't, or nothing that he hasn't told me to do. So, like, he's not forcing me into this. I've accepted that this is my choice. I'm just heading to the fucking, what do you call it, the multi-story car park, in case you're wondering why it's getting dark. But I've obviously spoken to him, and I've made the choice that I've decided to do this. This is my choice completely, and I'm paying him to assist me with getting me the best results possible. Absolutely nobody is forcing me into this, and I'm not going to sit there and, you know, be sat there and be an arsehole to the people that are closest to me because I'm tired and I'm this and I'm that, because this is a choice. And as Ali told me once when I first started with him, you don't get to be a dickhead because of choices that you make. And that's the way that I've always looked at it. I can't willingly give myself less food when it's a complete fucking choice and then moan about the fact that I'm hungry and that I'm tired. I can accept the fact that I am, it's just part of the process, but I can't sit there and moan about it. And that's how there's one of my clients just walking past, watching me do a YouTube video. So yeah, like I said, you can't choose. So it's ultimately about choosing to make the decision for yourself and accepting the consequences of that decision. And if you can do that well, you're going to be totally fine. And the sun is fucking beaming, so I'm probably going to go and get a coffee and then sit and get some sunlight, because I'm not going to get very much today because I'm in the gym all fucking day. Let's go. Another day of getting at it. And in terms of business as well, it has massively improved. And I'm just about to finish up my check-in, so I've got another 2 left to do. It's around 10 to 11 and I've had 2 coffees this morning rather than eating. So this is what I was talking about when it comes to pushing your meals back to the little bit later in the day. So I've obviously woken up, come into the gym, done my check-ins in the way that I need to. I've had a little bit of a sit down with an in-person client as she's just had surgery and she's looking to come back next week. So just had a little bit of a sit down. We've gone through couple of different bits around like how our recovery is going, obviously making sure that we're not rushing our back and doing anything too difficult, and she's made incredible progress for a surgery she's been waiting for a very long time. So it's been great to have a little bit of a catch up with her. Definitely a really good client, and I'm really excited to have her back doing the sessions again. So I've got a client in at 11 o'clock and then that's pretty much it for the day. I'm just going to sit and do a couple more bits of content in between. I've got loads of steps. I've got my cardio later, and I've got 6 hours of in-person PT. So this is like my heaviest PT day of the week. I only really PT on Thursdays and Fridays at the minute. Get a lot of that done. So I do Monday, Tuesday, Wednesdays, a lot of like check-ins, content, emails and things like that. And then Thursday and Friday, Thursday is a lot of PT and then check-ins in between them. And then Fridays is pretty much just whatever I've got left to do for the week, and then weekends I've just been pushing on. But like I said, it's having that routine that you can stick to and having a structure that you know that you can follow makes everything so much easier. So ultimately you've got to be able to fit all of the nutrition, the training, all the rest of it around your work schedule. So I make sure that before I start my week, I plan everything in. So you'll be able to see it here. Where is my schedule? Turn that brightness up so you can see here. I mean, obviously there's little bits missing off there, but you can see there I literally plan out my entire week And the reason that that's so important is to make sure that in terms of nutrition, in terms of training, I can get all that in with absolutely no problems whatsoever. Because when all this is sorted, I know where I've got to be every single day, and I know that there's not going to be any curveballs thrown, or I know that if there is any curveballs thrown, I've got everything that I need in place to be able to stay on track. So scheduling your week out is a really important thing to do, especially if you work like a 9 to 5 or you work, shifts or whatever it might be. Plan your sessions in accordingly, plan your sessions in ahead of time. If you need to, plan your meals in ahead of time. Plan in the time of the week that you do your meal prep. So like on a Sunday, I've got it in there, 5 till 6. I did my meal prep, just did 8 meals. Got somebody waving there. Did 8 meals, and that just means that I know that everything's already taken care of, and I know exactly what I'm supposed to be doing on a day-to-day. I know exactly what I'm supposed to be doing on a week-to-week basis. So planning ahead for your week is going to be one of the best things that you can do to get your results. It takes about 5 minutes to do every single week, and it's just going to keep you on track so much better and really stop that decision fatigue, and it's really going to stop you from worrying about what you're doing next. So that's my biggest tip for you, is plan the week ahead. Right then, hope we're all doing well. So I thought I'd wrap the video up here and give you an actual full update on how prep's going. So this morning, it is Friday now by the way, so this morning I've hit a new low weigh-in of 162.8, down from 197, so I'm 197, sorry, I'm 34 pounds down, and I'm just over 34 pounds down, which is fucking great. Yeah, I'm just ready to fucking smash the last few weeks and get into the photo shoot. Again, seriously, it's not been that fucking difficult at all. Like, really hasn't been that difficult. Like, I've texted my coach this morning. I'll overlay some like physique photos from this week, but I've texted in these new ones this morning. Waist is coming in. Like, I'm just ready for the last couple of weeks and then this fucking refeed. But it's just been so much easier than I thought. And it's literally just because I've been so consistent with everything and picked the right foods, and just I think maybe because I've had so much going on outside of it, I tend to find that what people do is, and again this is from experience of coaching, people use the outside influences, whether it's work or stress or whatever it might be, as an excuse to shift attention away from the fat loss or the photo shoot or whatever it might be. And I genuinely think that because my business has been so busy the last couple of weeks and months, I just think like it's almost distracted us from the hunger and the dieting and stuff, because it's genuinely just been like I've barely even thought about the hunger, I've barely even thought about the rest of it. So I think it's actually just finding the right mindset to be able to deal with that. But same as the start of the video, like my food's still on 24.50 for a training day, 21.50 for a rest day, and 10k steps a day, 30 minutes of cardio per week, which I've got some more cardio today. Did my cardio late last night after I finished with all my clients, and other than that, like everything's flying. So that's pretty much the prep update there. We've got 3 more weeks, like I said, until we go down there, so I'll obviously vlog a little bit more closer at the time. But I'll be travelling down to Stockport to go and do it at Eddie Whitehead's studio. I'm going to be staying at Ali's house. I'll probably try and get his dog in the video. He's got a very cute dog. I'll try and overlay like a Kobe photo if I've got one from the last time I was there. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm just fucking rambling for the sake of rambling. So I will see you guys in the next one.